Previously on Odyssey.
This is another long one, so here we go. The band members were heading to their final destination to kill their old manager, Brantley Swindon. Charlie set a course as James and Allison went to sleep in their pods.
I'm gonna go ahead and hit the button on the cockpit and just go ahead and close it up on him and send him into hypersleep.
My finger!
You don't even get through you don't even get through saying my finger before you're asleep.
But then Charlie realized the new warp drive that Carl Sagan clones had installed made it so there was no sleep time necessary. They beelined right to the Alpine Ring system, so Charlie woke them up and pretended that months had gone by.
Yo, I thought that shit was a dream.
What shit?
I cut my finger, homie.
Oh, well, you should probably get the first aid kit. I'm gonna go wake up Allison.
Fuck. I've probably been bleeding for like 3 years now, huh?
Probably not. But maybe.
Unfortunately, their warp drive ran out of fuel shortly thereafter, and they couldn't quite make it into the atmosphere. As the ring's gravity pulled the powerless shuttle in, Charlie suited everybody up for a parachute drop. Unexpectedly, with the low air resistance, the crew found themselves falling at the same speed of the shuttle, so it was more like a spacewalk. That means Charlie pushed me and I just Wile E. Coyoted and just sat there.
Flailed.
Oh man. That's another t-shirt we need. I just Wile E. Coyoted.
Eventually, they managed to get their parachutes out and touch down, only to find themselves in a post-war zone. They encountered a wrecked Sisters of Mercy ship, which they remembered was originally a group of nuns on a mission to help stop a cannibal crisis, but the ship was allegedly stolen by a mysterious individual known as Florida Man.
Did you guys just say Florida Man?
Yeah, what if it's Fred Durst?
They hate my family. The Floridians, man. Like, they...
Oh, the Gunrunners.
Yeah, that's their leader.
On their way to relocate Brantley Swindon's old home, it wasn't long before they suddenly got a message over the loudspeakers from Florida Man himself. He demanded the Aldrins bring Thorn to the Sisters of Mercy's ship, since Florida Man was head of the Floridians, who were the Gunrunners with whom Thorn's parents had bad dealings.
Bring Thorn to the Sisters of Mercy ship and let us have him, because that would be the easy way. Or if not, I'm going to have to, come around looking and, who knows what'll happen then.
Meanwhile, having gotten closer and closer to her star, Starlit began getting brighter and brighter. Turn your fucking brights off, jeez.
Oh, wait, yeah, I can put the solar shield down, and she pulls the visor down, and it cuts out a lot of the light. It's still like a glowing face, but yeah, it's you can look at it now.
While trying to decide if they should kill Florida Man first, or Brantley first, the crew made their way down the elevator chute to one of the inner rings of the system, where they came upon a parking lot filled with Space Shuttle Challenger replicas. Hearing a commotion in the distance, they began walking through the parking lot and encountered a James Lamb Hippo Centaur. He explained that the post-war zone of the Outer Ring was caused during the battle of the Aldrins fans versus the Growlers fans.
Riots everywhere, whether you were an Aldrins, representing, or you were for the Growlers and all that kind of shit.
He said once people began to realize that the bands weren't the original members anyway because they had swapped them out with lookalikes, the promoters had decided to capitalize on that idea and turn the entire ordeal into a show.
What concert?
Yeah, well, it's like, kind of not really a concert as much as a contest, How do you not know it?
And as the crew got closer to the commotion, they realized it was a large concert venue, and the show turned out to be...
Welcome to the galaxy's next top Aldrins!
Who is Florida Man played by in the movie adaptation of this game?
In the movie adaptation of this game, Florida Man is played by... it's kind of like that...
Paul Giamatti.
It's kind of like that movie where they had like 3 different people play Bob Dylan. So in each scene, Florida Man's played by a different random Floridian that they just pick up off of... they just pull
That works.
Just go downtown.
They just use a claw machine and just go right into Disney World there and just pick somebody up at random.
That is in line with the real Florida Man, so...
It'd be a disjustice to do it any other way.
Now, the chances are very slim, Tim, but who knows? Maybe one of these times Florida Man can be Fred Durst.
In my headcanon, he's only Fred Durst, but that's okay. It's Fred Durst and the ghost of Ronnie Van Sant. Those are the only 2 Florida men that I can think of, but you guys do you.
Sounds
Brian's
good.
laughing, and I don't think you have any idea what I'm talking about, do you?
Nope.
I know who Fred Durst is.
Yeah, there we go. Ronnie Van Sant is the lead singer of Lynyrd Skynyrd. They're out of, it doesn't matter. Anyway, moving on.
I thought the leader of that band was Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Nope, that's their gym teacher. I'm not kidding either.
They legit, yeah.
Yep.
That I did know. Yay, random trivia.
Unlike what most people believe, they're not from Alabama. They're from Florida. All right, so you guys are walking alongside one of the hippo centaurs that, even though through his speaking of the native hippo centaur dialect, he has a speaking pattern much like James, and so through your translation software, it comes through as like a James-like voice. He's been telling you about what's been going on here since all the shit went down. And you guys are currently amongst this crowd of just hundreds of thousands of these Aldrins clones. And unlike the memorial concert, there's a lot more sort of diversity among the clones in this crowd, to where like there's some that like have kind of sectioned off into other newer genres that you guys haven't really been a part of since you've been broken up. And so there's almost like a sort of K-pop section of Aldrins people. There's like, all sorts of sort of lo-fi hip-hop people, and all sorts of different things. Like, and
I just want to throw out a fun fact before this arc ends, and that's that James's character sheet lists one of his hindrances as he has a phobia to snakes, and I was going to, since we're in space, extend that out to snake-like creatures, and we have not encountered one this entire arc, and he's never gotten to use this hindrance.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't a great hindrance to pick for space arc.
It seemed like a good one at the time.
Oh, why did it have to be snakes?
Monkey fighting snakes on this Monday, Friday plane.
Was that the TNT version of Snakes on the Plane?
That is the TNT
Yes.
version.
Because he came up with the most ridiculous things that nobody would ever say.
I was like watching The Big Lebowski on there, and they changed the what was it, Jerry or like whoever that neighbor was who's beating up the car, but he's like, see what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass, and like they changed it to see what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps.
I'm a big fan of Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
Oh yeah, I heard Yippee-ki-yay Monkey Father on there before.
There was one that was like, drop the fairy gun, you fairy godmother.
There was one that I saw that I didn't understand, because like usually you can say asshole on basic cable just fine,
right?
But for whatever reason they changed it to animal, and it was in the third one, and so he's talking to the guy's brother from the first movie. He's like, your brother was an animal, and he's like, you're right, he was an animal. And it's just like so fucking awkward.
I like how ass is considered the taboo word, but on television, it's hole that gets censored.
I mean, I can kind of see that. That is the worser part of that word.
All right, let's do the Galaxy's Next Aldrins contest.
Yep, and so as you're walking up, you notice that there's like the big stage that's almost like a amphitheater looking out amongst this like gigantic crowd, and that looks like basically like that Metallica concert from the late 80s when they were in, I think, like Greece or something, to where like there's the stage and then you just everything else is people, no matter what direction you look. Apart from the amphitheater, there's like a second stage kind of in the middle of the crowd, but still kind of close to that. And it's got like these 4 like white pods on the top of the stage. And just in front of that is like the sound control booth. And you guys are kind of walking along the sides of this crowd. And your new friend is kind of just filling you in on all of this stuff.
That should be us on that stage.
I mean, we can go make it us on that stage.
That's what I was just about to say. Like, that booth right up there. You can go and sign up and get put into the queue to be the next top Aldrin.
So, like, what do I have to do? Do I have to, like, restring Charlie's guitar or something?
What do you mean, the next top Aldrins? We were the past top Aldrins.
Shut the fuck up, James. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
This guy's funny. I like him. Anyway.
He's a real kidder. Just a big kidder. Yep.
You're not so bad yourself.
Well, you know, he like cracks his knuckles.
Your accent is ridiculous.
Oh, you're just saying that.
All right, well, this is absolutely going nowhere, so instead, let me go ahead and ask reasonable questions. So again, what do I have to do? Restring Charlie's guitar or something?
Well, they got instruments all up on the stage. See up there? And like, there's like all these like floating panels that act as like jumbotrons, and there's basically one like every couple hundred feet, just kind of floating in the air, pointed down towards the crowd, and so you guys can see everything that's going on the stage. In fact, like right now, a band is standing up there, and the screens are all starting to play this like pre-recorded mini biography of whichever band is up there right now, and it's of course, like, all the sad parts are accentuated with sympathetic music and editing, and it gets, like, a reaction from the crowd.
Aww.
Exactly. Like, yeah, when I was young, I grew up on a bus. Like, that was it. Like, just on a bus 24/7. Like, you know, I had to eat scrapes of food off the ground, like pieces of gum from under the seats. And then you see the crowd like all awing again and everything. Some people are crying. And anyways, like once that little mini biography ends, you hear "We are the Amazons! 1, 2, 3, 4!" And the music starts to play. You hear like the drums go, and it's like a real kind of synthy mix that comes up as they start to play, and it's like a really sort of late Aldrins style tune. And I want you guys to roll twice real quick here. I'll have one of you roll the first one and one of you roll the second one, and just do D4, and we'll see what kind of numbers we get.
All right. So it's Kim and I. 4.
All right.
2.
And so you guys like are really digging this song. Like you kind of feel the groove to it, and it is an original, so it's not like a copy of one of your songs, but it is like very heavily styled towards your kind of later feel. And you notice that Starlit, you guys are still in your EVA suits, by the way. You never mentioned like getting out of them or anything, and so I'd imagine you've probably taken your helmets off at least, but Starlet still has hers on, and like her mask area is lighting up like a flashlight, and it's pulsing to the beat of this song. And it's making a very cool like strobing effect that's going in sync with the bass.
James probably feels badass. I don't think he's taking his off.
Oh, okay. As usual, James is the odd man out with this. So, yeah, him and Starlet are just rocking their helmets, and hers is just going off like a strobe light there. And the audience doesn't seem to be as grooving to this tune as everyone else. After about like a couple minutes of it, it's like doesn't quite get to the end of the song, and then you hear like this loud buzzing noise, and then like an X comes up on top of the band, and the music starts to wind down and stop, and the host on the stage was like, "Oh, looks like we got an X. I don't think you guys are moving forward, but we'll see what the judges have to say. Classy J, what do you think?" And Classy J speaks up, and he looks just like James, except like his hair is all like kind of slicked back, and he's wearing like a really nicely tailored suit. His pod turns around on the stage and then like faces the band, and he goes, "Yeah, I kind of liked what you were doing there with the music, but man, it just kind of went sour along, about halfway through. My man there didn't get very many lyrics out. It seemed like it was going more of an instrumental direction. I ain't about that, and I had to ask you." And you see the band on stage kind of all looking at the ground and like kind of shooting glances at each other, like trying to assign blame but without saying anything. And then the host then goes, next, Professor Dr. Cheryl G, what do you think? I did kind of like it. I think that my partner up here is, as usual, shown himself to be limited in his music appreciation. And she cuts a glance over at Classy J. And then finally the host points over to the third pod that turns around. You see a woman that's dressed in like a very tight yellow dress, but with like her hair kind of darkened and put up into this like weird kind of point that flattens out at top and kind of stands up in a weird way, and is wearing these yellow glasses, and looks strikingly like a person trying to be a banana. The host says, "Allie Tay, what do you think?" And she says, "Well, I kind of like it, and
Spot on.
but I do agree with
These people are the worst. I can't believe this.
Hey, she sounds like you.
I do agree with Classy J a little bit."
She's even dressed like a dong.
Fuck you, James. I'm gonna walk over to the table wherever you sign up.
All right, and you head up to this booth, and you are greeted by a light bulb domed robot that says,
"Hello, how may I help you?"
Oh, hey, Moss. We need to sign up to be one of the next people running on stage.
I am B9083.
Hold on, I'm sounding it out in my head.
Me too.
Good luck with that one, because I literally just made it up on the spot.
Oh, babob. I get it.
Right. B9. So, how do we sign up to be one of the contestants?
You just fill out this form here.
And he slides over like a tablet towards you that has like a questionnaire already preloaded on it.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
I pick it up and start filling it out.
All right. And as you are, you can hear like the judges like kind of continue to banter on about this band before finally like letting them know that they're not gonna make it through. As you're sitting there, you notice that like one of the the pods on that sort of judges stage never turned around. And all of you would notice that.
I'm busy filling out paperwork, and I lost it after Ali Tay.
Yo, if everybody's gathered here, where do you think this Florida man's stationed?
He's probably not stationed. What?
He's got to have some sort of booth where he's running these PA systems.
Why would he have to have a
I don't know, he's tapped in...
Do you understand how Wi-Fi and technology and networking technology works, James?
Of course I do.
Okay, then why would he have to be in a specific room? No, explain it, please. No, I need you to explain in technical terms why.
Oh, I only speak in non-technical terms.
Oh, okay, then use non-technical terms. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, oh, sure.
Starlet kind of leans in, and she's like, didn't he tell us exactly where he was? I'm pretty sure he did. He told us right where he was because he wanted us to bring Thorn there.
One thing you gotta remember about me, Starlet, I smoke rock.
She laughs like that when you said.
Here's the way it works, Charlie. You see, the comms, they float through the wavy waves in the air, and
You're
they
way
give
worse
you...
at this. Way worse. So why don't you do me a favor and let the mouth hole do no more flappy? Thank you. Starlet, where did Florida Man tell us to meet him again? Because I have a feeling that he's going to come and find us.
It was on that big ship. The one that we walked by. And by the way, you can't even barely look at her right now because like the light is so intense, like coming out of the helmet.
Allison, how long until we go on?
I'm still trying to figure out this paperwork.
You figure it out plenty fine and stuff, and yeah, and you hand it back to him, and he says,
Here you go, your number.
and he passes you like one of those little puck things that you get at the restaurant. It tells you when your thing is ready, and this number is like in the thousands. And you notice that the like sort of up next number is only in the hundreds.
Well, good news is we're in line. Bad news is we're number 3,602. And that's the number they're currently on stage.
And I point to the...
Oh, you just gotta have Charlie here hack into the Wi-Fi and change our number.
Or we could go and see what the Florida Man... we're going to go see Florida Man, James.
Well, we got time.
Yeah, no, we
Okay.
definitely have time. Oh, I apologize, Allison. You get to have an opinion. What do you think we should do?
Well, how long could I tell from how long that set was, like, how much time each band is going to take?
Generally about like 5 minutes per band-ish, like a little bit longer if it's one of the ones that they sort of decide to put along, one of those blustery videos up before. But they don't do that for every contestant.
Okay. So 5 to 10 minutes per band. 5 to 7.
Yeah. In fact, the band that is being introduced up onto the stage right now, you hear the host saying, let's hear it for the Oops All James Band. And you see four Jameses walk out. And then, like, before they even pick up their instruments, you hear the big red X go, and it's like, and like it's coming from Professor Dr. Cheryl.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, as you said that, James, Classy J also said that. Hey, yo, come on, Dr. Cheryl. Come on. Like, they didn't even play you. What are you doing? I do not need to hear from them at all. This is gonna suck. This is gonna suck very badly. They might cancel the show, Classy J, but we can't have them canceling the show. Are you understanding me? And Alice is like, yeah, she's got a point here on this one. Like, I can't really get behind a group of 4 Jesus, sorry. And she hits her X too, and it's like, and another X appears above them. And you can see them on the stage being like, what the fuck? What?
Charlie will elbow Allison and say, "You don't want to be in front of four Jameses either." And
I just like nod my head.
So our options are either to sit here and wait. We're not going to sit here, right? This is going to be a good, day and a half before they get to us?
right, well, that's why we're going to go deal with the Florida Man thing. I'll send a Trojan to, well, we'll have to find an email address, I guess. I don't really think anybody's going to be checking their email during the contest, do you?
Roll a notice check for me.
All right.
Hey, that's a D6 for you now, isn't it?
It is. It sure as fuck is.
Yo, Allie,
What?
does it say anything on that paper about how we get access to a green room or anything?
I look around at the crowd of us, and I look pointedly back at James.
I don't think there's a green room big enough for all of us, James.
Oh, shit.
And so what did you get, Tim?
A 5.
Okay, so, as they're saying that, you notice that, another fake Aldrins band is coming up to sign in, and, the, B9083 is like,
Excuse me 1 second. I have to check my email.
and he goes and turns around and starts, checking his email before helping them.
Charlie is going to go and schmooze on over there and say, "Hey, if we had some coding for the lighting that we wanted, could I email that to you?"
We were standing here in line first.
Go fuck yourself, bitch ass. Nobody was fucking talking to you.
Go fuck yourself. Yeah, like, what the fuck, yo? You coming up here, getting in front of our line here? We're already standing here talking to the robot. The robot had to check an email. And then walking up
James, I will fucking kill you. I will take your head and I will spike it on the fucking ground.
And who are you? I will fucking murder you.
Listen, bitch ass, you can
Okay,
step down.
Allison, nobody's scared.
What?
No offense, Allison.
I don't know, she did kill all of her animals.
I can be bitch. Come on.
Well, I said no offense. I get to say whatever I want after that.
That's not how that works.
Oh, you're right. With all due respect, nobody's
That's
scared
better.
of that, Allison.
Per my last email.
You know, we don't have to take this. Come on, we're out of here, guys. they walk away.
Perfect. Charlie will salute them as they're walking away.
And you hear from the James of that group, "Oh man, what are we walking away for? I think we could have taken them." And they just disappear into the crowd.
Charlie will look back at B9. So, lighting code? Yeah? Nay?
Yes, that would be prudent.
Charlie will get his email address from him and send him the Trojan.
All right.
Hold on just a second. I have just received an email.
And he he doesn't exactly turn around, just the part of his face that's lit up on the glass dome just kind of spins around to the other side, and his arms pivot the other, almost like his elbows invert, and so his arms go the other way, and look at this email. And so roll hacking for me.
All right.
And also, what are you trying to get out of this Trojan? What is it supposed to do?
The goal is I want to get a back door so that I can change our number so we can go when I want to.
Oh, okay.
How difficult does it look for us to reach the stage?
It doesn't look super difficult. There are some guards, but they are basically just paid Aldrins clones.
As far as the crowd is concerned, it looks like we can get down there.
You just have to kind of push your way past people like a big concert.
That's an 8.
Okay, so that is successful. You kind of see B9 sort of twitch out a little bit, as he, goes and opens this up and the effects take hold. And then he turns around and like half of his digital face is drooping a little bit.
Okay.
Hopefully that takes care of your inquiry. Thank you.
Yeah, I think this cat had a stroke.
He'll be all right. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Robots can't have strokes, or they can. Who cares?
It's called a keystroke.
Gosh. Charlie boos him to his face. Boo! Boo!
And when he says that, you see him smile with half of his face.
While they're doing this, I'm trying to keep an eye on Oops, all James.
They've already left the stage. In fact, the screen says they're waiting for the next band to get queued up and everything. They're showing that one of them kind of got really sad, and you can see him wet his pants. And so there's this wet pants cam that keeps on replaying that.
I want to use my earpieces to attempt to tap into
your ear penises.
It's like an elbow.
Is that like an elbow dick?
Yeah.
I want to try and tap into the sound system, like I did back in the original. In episode 2, I was able to tap in remotely with my earpieces.
Okay.
I don't know if you want me to do hacking or tech or what.
Yeah, I would do a hacking if you're trying to do it remotely.
With all these James running around, I wouldn't be surprised if they had some sort of security measures on that shit. I actually did take electronics, but I didn't take hacking. Oh, Benny. Oh, fuck. Oh, Benny, one more time.
It's been so long since we played this game, I forgot that bennies existed until you just said that.
Took 2 bennies, but I got a 6 minus 2.
Okay. So, you are in the sound system.
I'm going to just do a grocery store thing and say, "Oops, all James. You fucking wanted at the sign-up booth. Please make your way to the sign-up booth."
You say that, and just every James in the crowd starts looking around. And then they shrug their shoulders, and literally the whole crowd starts moving to accommodate all the Jameses intermixed in the crowd, heading towards the sound booth now.
Just Oops, all James, homie. It's the name of the band. Fuck.
And then as you say that, then you see everybody kind of look up again, and they're like, "Oh, okay," and they start to go back into the place where they were standing.
Also, Florida man, fuck you. We're gonna fuck up your shit. I just thought I'd throw that in for good. Oops. I turned it off. I just thought I'd throw that in for good measure.
You don't say it out loud, James. Oh my god.
I just feel so badass in this suit, It's like a army military uniform or some shit.
It's like you're wearing a spacesuit. Ooh, it's not like we've never been in a spacesuit before. Oh my god.
Look, it's form-fitting.
I just turn and walk away.
Okay, so Charlie, we're gonna go to the... where's Florida Man?
The ship that we passed. The big old ship.
That isn't landed here so anywhere?
No,
That
it
one?
was landed. It's on the ground. It's the one that was by the building, or on top of the building.
Oh, okay. Alright,
So,
sure, I guess.
Thorn,
Yeah.
here's the problem. If we go there, and you are there, it will probably be very dangerous for you. But I also don't want to leave you here alone. What do you want to do, Thorn?
Oh man, nobody's ever asked me what I wanted to do before.
Now, don't give a James answer. If you give a James answer, I'm going to slap you, Thorn.
I'm really trying not to.
You want to know what I would say, and then you just don't say that shit?
Yeah. What would you say?
What was the question again?
Okay, that's what you don't say. Okay, Thorn?
So are you coming with or not? It's up to you, Bucko.
You see him start to sweat, and like you can tell, like he's just under so much pressure right now. And then he's about to open his mouth, and then all of a sudden the puck starts like going off, and there's like lights flashing, and it's going.
I'm gonna go into the thing, and I'm going to move our number back.
Okay.
I'll pull out like my phone to try and do that if you want.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead and roll hacking again.
All right.
How in the world is this number up?
That's a 10.
All right. So yeah, you definitely do that. How far back do you move it?
Long enough that we can continue having this conversation.
Okay. So you move it one back, and another band gets up on stage, and they're kind of like a hipster indie kind of version of the Aldrins and stuff, and like they get a lot better reception than the Four Jameses definitely did, and the crowd seems to like them better than the first group that was up.
We need to figure out two things, okay? First, is Thorn coming with us when we're done playing? Second, what the fuck are we gonna play? Because we can't play any Aldrin songs because they don't think we're the real Aldrins.
Well, we could always play disco.
Don't think we should play disco.
Yeah, it looks like they already got that covered, and he points over, Thorn points over at a group of like disco Aldrins that are already there.
Hey, yo, what if we played something by Fred Durst?
No, we ain't gonna take it. How about that one? We haven't sang that
What
one.
about like,
Here.
and I really need you night, and I need you more than ever.
I don't know that we've got the vocal range for that one.
I don't think that that's the words to the song. I remember it something along the lines of, I fucking need you now tonight. I fucking need you more than ever.
Oh, you heard the Fred Durst cover.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a really good one.
Yo, maybe we just feel it, you know? We get up on stage and we do what feels right.
If you take off your pants, I swear to God, I'm gonna stab you.
Well, he can't be worse than Oops All James, right?
The lady's got a point.
I want to look around again.
For what?
Oops, all James.
Oh yeah, they are making their way up to the booth with B9 right now.
Hey, yo, homies, over here!
I'll take my helmet off.
Hey yo, what you want?
Hey, yo! Yo, you guys got fucking robbed up there.
Right? Like, what the fuck was all that? Like, we didn't even get to touch our instruments.
Wait, some of you guys play instruments? That's hilarious.
Well, then also, after I said that, it came out like that, you know, maybe that would have been a double entendre.
Came out. Hey, listen. You guys deserve to be on that stage. Everybody needs to hear what you're bringing because I know Oops All James is probably one of the most creative and...
Can you please shut the fuck up? Holy fuck.
All I'm saying is...
This is embarrassing, even for you.
There's strength in numbers. I think that we should team up.
No. Allison, back me up here, please.
You know what happens when you take stupid and you multiply it by stupid?
You want to just come with us? We're going to go kill Florida Man and then we'll play our shot.
No, you are not welcome here, Oops All James.
We could harmonize, homie. It'd be like...
Hey, James, what if you went with Oops All James and you were just with them forever? Why don't you do that? That'd be great.
Hey, you know, I know we got like a kind of thing going of being all James and stuff like that, but this ain't exactly like an open, like, you know, for new takers and stuff kind of thing going on.
Bubba, family. Okay, here's the thing. And she's gonna put her hand up to his, or her finger up to his lips and kind of start shushing him, and she'll say, you know,
he nibbles on it like Joe Biden.
Oh, we just lost a fuckload of listeners with one joke.
Oh, come on. That was a great meme. Like, that. Who would have ever done that?
The walking skeleton that can barely formulate a sentence? Probably that guy.
This is gonna be like the culmination of rhyme crimes mixed with the Aldrins. They're not gonna see it coming.
I would really rather just never see it.
You're making a big mistake here. This is gonna win us the competition.
Or it will mean that we get kicked off.
I don't know if you noticed this, but we already lost the competition.
Yeah, like what?
No.
Bullshit.
Yo. You're not Oops All James anymore. You're rhyme crimes with the Aldrins, and we're gonna kind of merge forces.
Charlie is going to pull out her pistol, and she's going to motion like she's going to pistol whip James where he can't see, and make sure that Allison can, and she's going to look at him like shrugging. Should I?
One of the Oops All Jameses looks at you and like does the Jack Nicholson nod at you.
How about we wait till after the set?
All right. Charlie will put her pistol back. But she'll do it like a little kid throwing a tantrum, so she'll kind of like stomp her feet while she does it.
Sure. Let's go.
Enough time has gone by that the puck starts lighting up and going.
Okay,
Again.
James, we gotta go.
Yo, at least come kill Florida Man with us. I just
Later,
can't-
James. That's after the set. Jesus fucking Christ.
Come on, we gotta go.
can't stop looking.
I'm gonna
at
grab him by the ear and drag him up to the fucking stage.
Ow, yo.
Yes.
All right.
that. Perfect.
Question, is Starlet coming up with us since apparently she plays in our band now?
Yes, she is.
Dope.
And Thorn is coming along with MO5. The whole gang is walking back there with you.
Dope.
And then as you get towards the back there, you see a bunch of like handlers kind of running around with clipboards and such. And one that looks kind of like a Allison clone comes up and is like, did you just... well, that was not the right way. Did you just hear the puck start ringing for you guys?
Yeah.
Okay, follow me. And she starts bringing you over to an area for you guys to get ready. And like, there's one more band that's like sort of playing right now, and then you guys are being told that you're going to be next there.
Are there any complimentary drugs back here?
I'll have to check with one of the Charlies. They're usually, in charge of all that. And she goes and kind of flags one of them down, and then one of the Charlies comes over. I heard you guys needed some stuff.
Yeah, only if it's complimentary, though. Do you have anything complimentary?
What do you need?
I need justice for Oops All James.
No one was talking to you. And she she has one of those clipboards that's like the metal one that has like, you can open it up and there's stuff inside. And so she opens it up and there's like all sorts of pills and weed and like tabs of acid, all that kind of stuff.
Charlie is going to grab as much as this person will let her.
And she's like, go right ahead. Just remember, there are other people that are going to need to go behind you, so make sure to get it before any of them do.
Hey! She'll take everything and then give her a big hug and then walk over to the closest table and just start going ham.
All right, yeah, and then as you guys walk away, she's like, all right, knock him dead, kid.
Is it just like one of those movie studio buffet tables?
Yes.
Yep.
Gotta love craft services, man.
Is that gonna kick in fast enough for you?
I hope so.
We'll get there.
Roll a vigor check, Charlie.
Oh shit, I gotta roll low. Alright. Okay, so that's a 4.
All right. Yeah, you are now motioned to start to come on stage now that the other band is leaving. You had heard 2 X's go after some time, and then you see them walking through, and all of them are crying.
No.
Interesting.
You notice that they were kind of like a very like Smithsy. I can't get my mouth to say that the right way, but a very sort of shoegazy kind of band. Version of you guys.
Smithsy?
Smithsy, yeah.
I have no idea what you mean, but okay.
Like the Smiths, the band.
Like Morrissey, yeah.
Oh, okay.
How soon is now? Kind of,
Well, that's your problem.
I just look up and down at like the outfit that the Allison is wearing. I'm like,
These people are just.
let's go. And I go to climb up to the stairs to the stage.
Yep, and you get up there. There's plenty of instruments, like any kind of thing that you could want. Since you guys moved up all your numbers, the bio starts to come up from some other version of your band. And like their story is just like, just so incredibly bland that it's not even worth like making stuff up for.
I'm cool with it as long as we don't run into Country James.
Nope, it is definitely not Country James. Although I wish that I had come up with that at some point when I was doing the prep for the episode, because there's a lot that I could have done with that. But that's neither here nor there.
Hey, yo, what's good, homie?
The Country James Jamboree.
Okay, but now I need to hear Burning Ring of Fire.
Oh, man. There's like an Oops All James, but just country.
You need to sing about a truck and your girl and how you lost everything and your dog.
Yo, homie, I play the fucking banjo. Know what I'm saying?
All right.
Play banjo, fuck goats. That's the motto.
So, go ahead and roll performance for me.
5.
Oh, good.
Oh shit. 16. I also got a 16. That's awesome.
Damn.
Holy shit! Yeah, you guys are fucking murdering it.
Like, roll for Starlet.
I'm not rolling for Starlet. She's doing just fine. But one thing, now that you mention that, as you guys are playing, like, Starlet walks up, like, with the band and everything. All of you are wearing these EVA suits, so that's something that sets you apart from just about everybody else out there. Starlet has not removed her helmet, and she's just this person jamming out on bass and is like has this light coming out of the front of her helmet, and it's like just strobing around to the crowd, and people are eating it up. And just everybody is really grooving to it, and like there's like a kind of wave going on in the crowd and stuff, and like out of nowhere, just like beach balls are being popped around and everything, and you get about 3/4 of the way through this song, and none of the judges have even thought to try to X you out or anything like that. And then all of a sudden, the music drops out and all the lights drop. And then it slowly fades back up and it starts to go. And now it's time for our challenge. What do we got for today? You hear Classy J go, yeah, so today for the extra challenge, you've been selected at random to do a cover song from the original Aldrins. I'm going to need you to play Noble Girl.
was just a chorus of James voices in the crowd that went,
Yeah, and then like with Charlie like all of a sudden like blowing up and refusing to play, like you start to hear like audible gasping, like even over all the like loud music and audio equipment and all that kind of stuff, and everybody's looking at each other like, is this supposed to happen? Like, oh my god, this is like, everything got so real right now. And then the judges are like looking at each other like, is this really going on right now? And all that. And after like a few seconds of Charlie's explosion, all of a sudden like you hear an X come from Classy J, and you kind of see Allie Tay over there, and she's kind of like biting her lip like she doesn't want to, and then she kind of reaches out and just very daintily touches her X and X's you out. And you see she gets up out of her seat, and she kind of like looks around and looks out at the crowd, and the crowd is yelling button, and she kind of shrugs and hits the button, and you guys get 3 X's. The host is starting to walk out there, and it's like, ooh, that's a tough break you got there, guys. I don't know what happened. And then you hear like this voice come over the loudspeakers. 1 second. And then you see that 4th pod turn around, and it opens up, and you see the artist currently known as Fabergé. I knew this would happen. I knew that our darkest moment, our beloved Aldrins would return. And that moment is right now. These are the real Aldrins. You cannot fake that kind of passion and just unbridled hatred for one another. I'm sending you right to the final. And he hits his golden button, and like all these like all the lights turn to gold, and then like there's like all this golden confetti that rains down from the top of the stage, and just everybody starts like going nuts.
Charlie is going to flip off the judges and the crowds with both hands as she walks off.
James takes his pants off.
And as you're storming off stage, you see Fabergé like step out like onto the crowd, and he's crowd surfing, but without like his body being down. He's like literally just standing and walking on people's hands and stuff as they walk him over to the stage to come back there. Hello, darling. It's been quite a long time.
So you're really him. You're not like a hologram? And I'll like put my hand out to touch him.
Yeah, he's really there. Oh, I'm really here, darling.
Yo, what's good, homie?
Why the fuck would they want us to play Noble Girl? It's a bullshit-ass song.
Charlie, it was a setup. This was on purpose.
What was?
They asked you to play the song because they knew that's how you would react.
Dude, Noble Girl fucking sucks, and I won't play it.
Yo, homie, that shit is misunderstood. I told you 1,000 times.
I had to know it was really you, darlings.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, you missed the explanation because you dropped out of Discord.
Oh, sorry.
Moog messaged me, include me in after the memorial went the way that it did, and we've just been kind of stalling and waiting for you guys to come back and take your rightful place.
I still think it's weird that, we have this whole Odysseus thing and you still didn't want me to string anything, but whatever.
Hey, so you set this shit up. You must know where our manager, Brantley Swindon, is.
I actually don't know that. We had to string together this competition to keep the riots from going on.
You telling me all this shit was arranged and you got all these people here and he didn't hear about it and show up with his fake Aldrins?
We're thinking that he is here somewhere. We just don't know who he is.
Wait, you don't know who Brantley Swindon is?
We believe that he changed, underwent the process that most of they went through.
Oh.
I knew it! He took on the form of Thorn!
What if he took on the form of Florida Man? That seems a lot more logical, James.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you wanted to go kill him anyway. Maybe we get 2 birds with 1 stone.
Charlie will finger guns at Allison and wink.
It's a twofer.
I'll be honest, at first I thought I might like that Florida Man guy, but,
Roll notice checks for me, guys.
It's a 3.
Benny. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
So that was a 3 from Allison?
Yeah.
Okay. And then James?
I have a 20.
Holy shit.
16.
Charlie has taken enough drugs to be able to see everything.
Oh yeah, your drugs are kicking in really good right now, by the way. You got trails like a motherfucker. You all of a sudden notice like a different sort of kind of reaction amongst the crowd, like there was like a bunch of cheering and stuff, and now it sounds like parts of the crowd are starting to go to actual screaming. And you guys are still backstage, so you can't like really see anything from back here.
I'm gonna go and open up the curtain and look.
Alright, so you open up the curtain and you notice that like from the far back of the crowd, you're starting to notice the crowd is like parting, and that like people like near the center of that part are like sort of trying to run away as fast as they can, and then word is like spreading throughout the crowd and everybody's like starting to sort of trample over each other.
Do I see what's causing this?
I would say roll me a notice and then give yourself a +2 from the drugs.
So that would be a 6 then, with the +2.
Okay. So you look out there and you're kind of having to squint because it's still pretty far away and it's like back past the judges stage, so that like kind of gets in the way of your line of sight. But it kind of looks like there's a bunch of people that are, for one, running around and biting other people in the crowd, and then those people are starting to go nuts and bite other people, and that in the middle of all that there is a guy in jorts and a sleeveless t-shirt, and he's literally riding atop of 2 alligators as if they were water skis.
Guys, I think I found Florida Man.
Yo, what the fuck?
Well, he's got jorts and he's on top of alligators, so, cut off jeans into jorts, very Florida. Cut off tee, very Florida. It's not a Leonard Skinner tee, at least as far as I can tell, but all signs are pointing towards Florida Man. If he starts singing Freebird, we're fucked.
Shit. Does it look like Brantley?
No, it looks like Florida Man. What the fuck, dude?
I thought that we decided that Brantley was Florida Man.
He might be, but he doesn't look like Brantley. I should have pistol whipped him. Allison, I'm just putting it out right now that I should have pistol whipped him. We're going to put that on Oops All James, because they thought it was a good idea, and normally when James thinks something's a good idea, it's actually a bad idea, but in this case, Oops All James was right. The one time, okay? I'm saying it, it's on the record, we're done.
Right. Anyway, Florida Man's coming at us. So I'm gonna go this way.
Yeah, as you guys are saying that Florida Man is on the way, MO5 like sort of kind of steps in front of Thorn and kind of puts his arm out like he's going to keep him protected.
I'm going to pull my rifle out. I'm going to get in a kneeling position. I'm going to try and rest the rifle, the barrel on like one of the amplifiers or on one of the monitors or something, like anything that I can get a stable sort of rest, and I'm going to take a couple shots at Florida Man.
Yeah, let me go, and this might be for the last time that we're rolling cards.
Rolling cards?
Yep.
Florida Man, take me by the hand, lead me to the land. Florida Man, Florida Man, drinks beer from a can, sits in the sand.
Allison, 6 of diamonds.
Trying to get a tan, man.
Honestly, can't tell if you're just making up a bullshit song or if you're singing some bullshit song that already exists.
It's a parody of Ocean Man by Ween.
Oh, okay.
First things first, like as you're getting your gun into position, Starlet like kind of leans down to you and says, what do you need me to do? I want to help.
Do you think that there's any possibility that you could remove the helmet and just point that beacon that is your face in his face?
Okay.
Hey, yo, homie, why don't you go fuck him up like you did that tank on the ship earlier?
James, how about we don't make our friend Starlet go into a really dangerous situation that we created for her of our own stupid actions? Let's
I'm just
not
saying.
do that. I'm just saying.
She had, like, super
Yeah,
strength when
for
she
sure.
rage moded.
Yeah, rage mode. Yes, for sure. Now, what is the number one rule for you, James?
She could be like a Deus Ex Machina, homie.
That's not the number one rule.
Oh.
What's the number one rule for you, bud? Shut
Freestyle.
the fuck. Come on, finish it for us. Shut the fuck
Up.
up. Yeah!
Hey.
Hey, yo, I got it!
Ooh.
I was thinking down at first, but then I was like, wait, shut down, that's like a robot or some
Hey,
shit. there.
hey, James, remember the number one rule?
No, I already forgot it.
Your character arc has been amazing.
It's really deteriorated over time. It's kind of turning into Landre at this point.
When GameStop goes into the red, let my tendies go.
Let my people doge.
Alright, and so Starlet removes her helmet, and yeah, her skin is like completely luminescent. Her hair is like almost a different kind of essence, that like pearlescent, where it's always like kind of shimmering in different colors and stuff, and it's like floating on its own. And roll another notice check for me.
Alright. I will Benny. 1 second. 4.
Alright, and so when she does that, you notice that like not only is there light coming from her, but the light coming from up above, which is basically like all the light that's coming from the system's central, kind of star formation thing. The rings have kind of moved out of the way a little bit, and a mote of light is like beaming right down on all of you, like this location where it's like getting everywhere. And so it's like light is coming from two different ways, and it's a very like sort of bright white light, and it's giving a very weird sort of glow to all of the area that you can see around here. From that, we are at Florida Man. He has dual M16s.
Shit.
Ooh.
He's looking kind of like that guy from Thor Ragnarok,
Whoa!
except he's, wearing jorts and riding to alligators.
Florida, let your light shine
I
down.
thought you were saying writing to alligators. Like, dear Allie, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling.
Yeah, right now he is not sure exactly where you are, and he is shooting at random people in the crowd. Anybody that looks like he, thinks that you guys need to look like, and that's pretty much everybody.
Wow, what a dick.
And so, yeah, he is just like mowing people down, and then like right beside him are these other people that are running around and biting other people, and then within seconds these people are like dropping to the ground and then getting back up and then biting other people, and you see their eyes like start to glow red when they do this, and that is moving in you guys' direction. And by the end of his turn, he has like gotten behind cover of that stage that is in the center with the pods. And Charlie, it is your turn.
All right. Charlie is, like I said, I'm going to move out and try and level my gun on a monitor or a amplifier and try and take some shots.
All right, he is now behind cover of that center stage, and so, you'll have to...
Can we hold him, Savage? I don't know. I legit have no idea. I'll just use the aim ability then, so that I can get a bonus to the next one.
All right.
I got an 11, so I would assume I would get my bonus next time.
Yes, you definitely do. That'll go to James.
I want to tap back into the sound system.
All right.
Yo, stop shooting innocents, homie. You might hit Oops All James. We're up on stage. The real Aldrins are up on stage.
Why did you do that,
Thanks, James. You moron. Thank you.
I just saved a
You're
ton
the
of
worst.
lives. And also
Yeah,
probably
you fucking
Oops All
suck.
James.
Yeah, no thanks. Awesome.
You hear from the crowd, woohoo! Well, that makes it kind of easy, doesn't it? I'll see you in a few seconds. And now, Allison.
I look around. I've only got 2 little pistols. I know they're not going to reach. Is there anyone close by who appears to be carrying larger weaponry?
There's quite a few people back here that have weapons, and then also there's areas where other Aldrins that had been practicing had just leaned their weapons up on the table. In fact, the craft services, there's a rifle sitting right there.
I take whatever looks like it has the best shot of actually being able to reach this mofo.
All right. As soon as you grab it, you hear a James voice go, "Yo, homie, that's mine's."
Great, thanks for letting me borrow it.
Ah, shit. Yo, I'd take it from her, but she's got a gun now, so, there's nothing I can do. He's just, telling the next closest person to him that, and they're just rolling their eyes.
Right. So yeah, can I pick it up and shoot it in the same round? Is that a thing?
Yeah, I'll give that
Or
to
am
you.
I anywhere close enough to even try to hit this guy?
I'll say you use your movement to do that, and then, you can try it. Yep. Okay. But you can't see Florida Man from your vantage point. You can see some of the zombies that are currently creating other zombies in the crowd.
What's blocking her? The curtain?
There's that stage that's in the middle that the pods were on.
Oh, so he's behind that.
Yep, he's behind that.
I thought it was a range thing. I didn't think it was a... Okay.
Nah, it's an elevated stage, so as soon as he got close enough to it, it was just the line of sight just made it to where you couldn't see him.
Has the crowd parted around him, or is he in the midst of the crowd?
Yeah, the crowd is constantly parting around him. It's almost like Moses crossing the...
Go down, Moses.
I almost said Moses crossing the Delaware, and that's an alternate history that I really want to see now.
And Washington's in his boat, just falling into the river off to the side.
Yeah, exactly. Moses parted the Delaware to cross over on Christmas Day to attack the Hessians.
Then I would like to separate out from James, go to the opposite side of the...
Wouldn't everybody?
Yes. Opposite side of the stage, as far to the left as I can, to try to be able to get an angle on Florida Man as soon as he's in a position that I can hit him.
It's like the Aldrins are breaking up all over again.
Yeah, and you get over there, and also near you is MO5 and Thorn. And Thorn has basically, at this point, just jumped onto MO5's back, and MO5 is just holding him piggyback style.
You could grab a gun,
And I gesture widely.
I could! Yeah, and you see MO5 turns his digital face and looks over at the next closest James guy that is holding his own gun, but he's scared and not pointing it or anything. And then he just does this angry face digital thing at him, and James just kind of just hands him slowly the gun. And then MO5 turns into Rambo 5.
Excellent. Now we're aiming at the guy on the gators. Got it?
Affirmative. And this will bring us back to the start, and that gets us back to Starlet, who now has her helmet off and everything, and she yells back towards you, Charlie. What do I do now?
Not really fucking sure yet, I guess. Just try and do the shiny thing when he's available, I guess. That's what I got, Starlet. That's what I got.
She does the Chuck Norris thumbs up at you. Which is kind of hard to see because she's glowing so brightly that, like, when she does the hand gesture towards you, it's just all, like, whitewashed by the light behind her. Or, coming from her head and all that. Florida Man is now going to climb up onto the stage. And, like, the other judges that are still on the stage are going to start to try to, like, run around and hide around the different parts of the pods so that they always try to keep the pod in between him and them. And he's like, oh, come on, there ain't nothing to be scared of. You told me you were right here up on the stage. Well, come on, let's dance a little bit. And he's just, like, shooting this gun, like, at the pods and at the ground by him and everything.
Charlie will make it abundantly clear that she is the target, and she'll go, hi, bitch! Hi, bitch! Hi, bitch! Come on! Let's see some violence!
Well, hot damn, there's so many of you. I think you're trying to play tricks on me or something.
Nope, I'm not. I'm the real one, you fucking dickwad.
Okay, he's got 3 shots per round, and your parry is, does a 6 hit you?
Yes.
Okay, because I got 2 6s. Let's see what kind of damage.
And the toughness is 7, just so you know.
Okay. That first one is a 9. 9 again. Yeah, you got 1 wound.
I will spend a Benny to soak it.
Okay, cool.
Then I'll have to roll for shaken. Yep, I'm shaken.
Alright. The zombies are kind of spreading out and starting to make their way around that other stage, and more of them are going. And by the way, the crowd is heavily armed as well, and so this whole time they've been, taking shots, at all these things and trying to save themselves too. The only thing is, like, since they're all kind of shooting at the threat that's, like, in the middle, it's like kind of like a circular firing squad, and so these bullets are taking out just as many of them as everybody else, and so it's like a huge bloodbath in the middle of this thing. And that brings us to Charlie.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and roll vigor to try and release the shaken.
All right.
That's a 4. It should do it.
Yep.
And then I will go ahead and shoot my 2 shots at this motherfucker.
All right.
Oh, I just rolled a 10 on my D10, so...
That's a raise. Yep, that's definitely a raise.
That's a 14 on the first one.
All right.
Ooh. Well, the second one isn't going to hit, because that's a 3.
Okay. Yeah, that first one definitely hits good.
All right, so I get to add an extra die.
Yep.
Julio. 17 damage.
Holy shit. Yeah, that was almost 2 raises.
God damn it.
He's a pretty tough boy.
Well, I figured. I didn't think this was going to be easy.
Yeah, he definitely has 1 wound. And you see him, like, just grab his gut, and he's like, oh, that hurt. Then he like, looks down at the, like, behind the, stage and goes, get him! And you don't know what he was talking to, but you would probably assume it was the alligators.
I'll blow him a kiss after I shoot him.
And he's gonna wink back at you and do a kissy motion back.
I'll catch it and put it in my pocket for later.
All right, and so the Classy J, he's going to try on that stage. He's going to try to get into the pod and then close it behind him, because the pods have a sort of door that kind of swings open on him and everything, and so he's gotten inside his. And the other 2, Dr. Professor Cheryl, she is like still trying to just like kind of shimmy around the egg-shaped thing, like as he moves around to just try to keep it between them. Alite is kind of doing the same thing, but you can see that she's starting to get distracted. And like her phone is ringing, and so she's like trying to do something on her phone while all this is going on. And James.
So, since James is still tapped into the sound system, he's just gonna start doing rap hands and freestyling and going.
Florida man got a horrible plan. Fighting Aldrins is a fucking deplorable plan. But the cat is a fucking adorable man. The ladies love his style and it's an adorable brand.
And that's going to be his entire
Nice.
turn. He's not going to fight at all.
Awesome. So as you're doing that, like the speakers like are all starting to reverberate from your bars and everything, and this reverberation from the speakers is starting to do that same effect on Starlet, to where she's starting to strobe like with the cadence of your voice, and that strobing is also happening from the star above. And like so, just everywhere in the vicinity is just like in this strobing pattern as you sing this song here.
Sing is a pretty generous statement.
It's vibrations of music. It's doing something.
See you later, Allie hater.
Oh my god, how long did it take you to come up with that one?
It just came to me like divinity inspiration or whatever that's called.
Charlie will look right into James's eyes, and she'll hold up her hand with her finger and her thumb in like a circle, and she'll say, "I don't believe you."
All right, and then Allison.
Yeah, I'm rifling this mofo.
Okay.
I don't know what I just picked up for a gun, but I assume I just shoot it.
Okay. It's the same thing that Charlie has, so you get 2 shots per round.
Okay, well the first shot's a 9 to hit.
Okay. Yeah, that raises.
Okay. 10, 18, 20 points of damage.
All right. So, holy shit. Yeah, that's 2 wounds on him. Like, you take him down. He, like, you hit him in the gut, and he just, like, sits down on the stage, and his head's kind of drooping. He's like, go on, get him. I'm gonna sit down for a sec. And he's just sitting there with his head in his hand, like, kind of bleeding out.
Okay, I rolled to shoot him again. That's a 5.
All right.
Cool, that's another 12 points of damage.
All right, yeah, that's a kill shot. Like, he's not even incapacitated. He's just straight up gone. And, you know, he falls down, and you see, like, the keys to his 78 Camaro fall out of his hand on the stage there.
I'm sorry, Charlie. I meant to leave that for you.
You see on the stage, Alite sort of looks up from her phone, and she's like, "Oh, thank goodness!" And then she like runs up and like kind of kicks him with her yellow shoe.
Okay.
And you start to see the alligators round the sides of the stage, and they're quickly moving through the crowd towards the stage towards you guys, along with a bunch of the zombies that are continuously getting more and more of them.
Yo, how are we gonna identify if this cat is Brantley?
I don't think we do, and it probably isn't. Let's be honest.
On the horizon, basically taking up all of it, you see what looks like a map of the United States of America start to float up and take up almost the entire sky. You know it to be the ship that you escaped from in the last, mini arc. It is the United States of America.
Son of a bitch. They're back.
And as it does this, it starts to block out that the light that was coming from the galactic central point. So everything just kind of goes dark here, and so all the light that you see is currently coming from Starlight.
Like a total eclipse of the heart.
Exactly. And Starlet yells to you all, okay, now what?
Once upon a time we were killing Ronald Reagan, and now he's coming to kill us back. Nothing we can do but sit and await the attack.
Yo, this arc has a lot of big bads.
It's just our lives. What are you talking about, Ark?
I think of my entire lifetime as kind of like this overarching
James, whenever
story.
you talk, I get big sad. Is that kind of like a big bad?
Ooh. Your sad might have cancer.
What?
It was kind of... I was going for a testicle joke. It didn't work.
That was a testicle joke?
How the fuck was that a testicle joke?
Please, no, James, I need you to... I know that we're in a dire situation, but I need you to fucking explain how that's a testicle joke.
Should that be the part that we do the Sopranos ending on?
Yeah, we should just leave it there. Fuck it. No ending, just done.
No, we're going somewhere here, so let's keep it moving. So, Starlet asks, like, what she should be doing now, and then it goes to Charlie's turn. The alligators are currently, like, about a one round away from being able to get up onto the stage, and there's kind of zombies spreading towards your area as well that will be shortly after the alligators. And there's a new threat up in the sky.
Question.
Yes.
Is there some sort of an automate... Oh, wait, even better. Charlie is going to call Jeeves.
All right.
Jeeves, do you have a ping on our location?
I sure do, ma'am.
Warm up the cannons and start heading on over, please, bud.
I can't head on over. We have no fuel.
Fuck, I forgot about that part.
I can warm up the cannons, though. Would you like me to fire on that,
Wait, yeah, do that. If that works, yes, please. Thank you.
Yeah, within seconds you start to see shots like going towards the United States of America, but because it's so big, you don't really even see where the shots go. You see a laser go towards it, and then it just like gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and you assume it hits somewhere. But yeah, there's no way of knowing how much damage you're doing or anything.
Charlie will just say, like you a whole lot more than James, and hang up the phone.
We gotta get Starlet to do to this ship what she did to the cryo chamber.
Charlie, you get a text from Jeeves just shortly after, and it's just a less than 3.
A butt cone.
A what?
A butt cone.
It's a heart, dude.
He knows that. He's being a dumbass.
Well, you always have to make sure, because he might literally be a dumbass.
A heart is a butt cone.
Anyway. Hey, Starlet. Look up at the ship and think bright thoughts.
Think angry thoughts, homie.
Just think whatever thoughts kills all those people.
Think about all of my jokes.
I know. I definitely don't want to do that.
Think about trickle-down economics.
Think about the movie/theater adaptation of Chicken Crosses the Road.
Think about that guy that almost killed Ronald Reagan but didn't succeed. That was Sirhan, right?
This is a lot to think about. Also, I think it was like David Hinckley or something.
Oh,
Maybe
you're
I'm
right.
wrong.
Yeah, it was definitely David Hinckley. No, you're right. Sirhan was some... I think
No, wait,
he shot somebody
maybe it was
else.
Justin Hinkle.
You know, I do think it's kind of weird, though, that most assassinations happen from people with 3 names and not with Reagan. Maybe that's why he didn't succeed. If he would have had 3 names, if he would have been like John Lee Hinckley, man, Reagan was done.
So, James, as you're talking, are you still tapped into the sound system? Did you ever turn that off?
Let's see. With all the excitement going on and how much James has an ego, I'd say yes, he is still tapped in.
All right. So every time you were talking, and there was sound coming from the loudspeakers, Starlet was, doing that pulsing glow thing and getting brighter and brighter.
Hey, dipshit, If you talk, Starlet gets power.
Oh. What?
Rap really fast. As fast as you can.
As fast as I can?
You heard me, motherfucker.
I could do that.
And you can come up with raps and add that in post. I'm not going to make you freestyle right now.
I'm beginning to feel like a rap god. All my hippo centaurs from the front to the back. Nod, back, nod.
But yeah, as you do that and she starts to brighten up more and more, you see that like she starts to even levitate off the ground a bit.
Charlie will pick up a guitar and start playing with James.
Okay. As you do that, it like amplifies even more, and you feel like a sort of repulsive motion towards where she's at on the far other side of the stage, like a pushing away feeling.
It's fucking working.
James, at this point, the only thing that's coming to mind is he's just throwing out stupid shit about his ding dong and like his thoughts on trimming pubic hairs. And, like,
hey, don't talk about it, be about it, motherfucker. We want to hear these rhymes. You can put them in post.
I never was a fan of using razors on my skin. I don't know, it just gives me like red bumps and shit. Even shaving cream doesn't suffice. It's not nice the way it itches later on. I need ice and I can't keep calm. But the worst part is when I start shaving round the boys like blades round my scrotum. Just a big fucking yikes. And I've tried electric trimmers and I've tried using scissors, but I'm tired of the risk when nobody sees my dick, yo!
And so, Allison, what are you doing?
How close are the alligators, and do I have a clean shot at them?
They're pretty much running like towards the stage, and they're about a round away from being up on the stage. So next round they'll be getting up.
Are there a lot of people?
this is such a beautiful picture of the Allison arc over this course of this arc of like from conservation to killing alligators named after herself. Like
Allison Gators.
They're not named after me.
You don't know that. I mean, maybe Florida Man totally did, and that secret died with him. And somewhere in his '78 Camaro, the seats are embroidered Allison Gator and Taylor Dial.
5 to hit the alligator on the left closest to me.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
For 10 points of damage.
All right. Yeah, that one's taken out. And I don't really know a good alligator noise. Like, what do they just hiss? Like,
Perfect.
and a bunch of the zombies like run up and start just like grabbing chunks of meat out of the wound and eating it.
That's right. Enjoy your gator meat, boys and ladies.
Back to the top of the round. Starlet is literally kind of floating, and she starts to float like above the crowd, and this light just keeps on getting brighter and brighter as more music is like added to the situation, and like there are laser shots just going everywhere from everyone in the crowd trying to defend themselves and everything, and so it's like looking like a Pink Floyd light show. And then like she's just constantly like pulsing and all that to the beat of what you guys are playing, and you notice this like sort of dark distorted kind of globule come down from where the United States of America is up in the sky, and you notice that it's like just distorting all the light that's like going on around there. And that distortion is just getting closer and closer, and it seems to be coming like right towards everybody. And Charlie, roll me a performance check.
Yeah, she's just gonna keep shredding this motherfucker as hard as she possibly can, and so 5.
All right, yeah, you're doing good. You're playing in sync with James. You guys are definitely getting into the pocket. You notice that, like, kind of along the side of the stage, you also have MO5 with Thorn riding on his back. He's like shooting some of these zombies as they're trying to rush the stage, and he's in full-on Rambo MO5 mode, and Thorn's just like sitting there screaming, like just holding on with his eyes closed, like ah. And then James, you continue rapping. Roll performance for me.
5.
All right. Yeah, you keep on going strong. You're spitting hot fire, as they would say.
I've moved on to ginger pubic hair with crabs. Now that's hot fire.
Jesus Christ.
You tried.
And then we get back to Allison. Are you still shooting, or are you going to try something else?
This anomaly is it because of Starlit, or is it because of the ship?
So you would probably know, your character would probably understand at this point that like some of the people on the United States of America were like those anti-flex that use like black hole gravity to power them.
Oh, okay.
And so like that distortion that you see is probably like because of
one of those
of gravity. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Starlight.
There's a keyboard right next to you.
That thing. Oh.
Yes. So, after stumbling around and like taking a moment to put 2 and 2 together as to what the heck that thing in the sky is, I'm gonna be like,
Oh, I know what I can do.
and I'm gonna go over and just whatever, like crank the volume on the keyboard and start playing along with whatever James is spewing.
Sweet. Roll a performance for me.
Time to relax. Kick back in your favorite easy chair. Pour yourself your favorite beverage. Turn on the record player. And listen to your favorite album.
Or
All right. Yeah, you get in the pocket with the rest of them, and like the music starts to jive together. Like all the amps are cooking, the tubes are red hot on all of them, and she just continues to glow brighter and brighter. And this repulsive force all of a sudden like puts a downward pressure on the all the chaos going on in the crowd, and it's almost like Sauron in the battle from Lord of the Rings, where he just like knocks everybody down when he gets killed or whatever, and the ring comes off of his finger. It does that to the crowd, where everybody just like falls down flat and everything, and she just like shoots up into the sky and goes towards this anomaly that's like heading towards you guys. Are you guys playing a particular song with the rhythm? I know that James was freestyling, but do you guys continue that?
I think that I'm just playing like a 3-chord structure as fast as I can. And I think it's just an original sort of jam. You know what I mean?
Okay.
we're freestyling jazz musicianing it, basically.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so I'm matching whatever Charlie's trying to play, and then adding, keyboard goodness to it. A trill.
Because music soothes even the savage beast.
So you see her fly up there like pretty much impossibly fast. It's like a streak of light, and then she's all of a sudden there. Like, and you can't really see what's going on because it's kind of far away, but you can just see these like flashes, and it's almost like Dragon Ball Z mode when they would fight and just like appear in different areas, and it's like just kind of like sparkles and flashes of light in different areas of the sky, and that just like keeps on happening. And then all of a sudden, all right, James, you are being shot at from behind you, coming from like on the stage area.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
And you turn around, and it is that hippo centaur, and he's got a gun and he's shooting at you.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
You just couldn't stay dead.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
You've been a thorn in my side. Not you. And he points to Thorn over there. Although I'm sure you were part of it. And I'm going to take you out.
Where are you going to take us? Is it someplace fancy?
And you say that, and he's starting to point the pistol at you, Charlie.
Brantley, you fucking bitch-ass motherfucking bitch. Nobody's scared of you. Shoot. Fucking do it. I've been trying to kill myself for years now. I don't think it's fucking possible. Try me, bitch, and she'll hold out her hands. And, like, just face him. Like, do it. Fuck you.
He, like, cocks back the... He fingers the cock of his gun. Is that what you said?
He gently rubs the hymen of his gun before he fully penetrates.
And all of you three, your eyes like kind of widen as you see what's about to happen next. Thorn comes up from behind him and fucking pistol whips him in the back of the head and brings him down with one blow. And he says, "I'm your manager." Not this motherfucker. And then he cocks his gun and shoots him.
Thorny, I love what you did there, but I just want to warn you that you have just solidified my position that I can't be killed. I'm just throwing that out there. Do with that information what you will.
Yo, that shit was badass, homie.
So, as you guys are saying all this, like, the music kind of stopped, and you look back, and Starlet is, like, falling from the sky towards the ground right now.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to grab my guitar and I'm going to start playing again, like, as fast as possible.
Ketchup on my burger like I don't give a fuck, and I just like...
And then as you start to play again, like, she starts to pulse and all that, and gets back up into the fight. And roll me one last set of performance checks.
4.
16.
5.
So you guys start playing again. You see like this bright light start to emanate from her, and it gets so bright that you literally can't see anything else. Like, you guys are just playing, and just like everything else is just this feeling of brightness, and like your bodies are like kind of warm on one side and kind of chilly on the back side, and that's not facing it, and like just all you can feel is this musical vibration and unity from it. And that, folks, was the Aldrins' final performance together. Heard simultaneously across all systems by way of the origin phenomenon. Those who were around at the time heard its broadcast over every signal receiver in the known universe. The riots that had plagued nearly every system leading up to that moment ended as the Aldrins, as the true Aldrins, once again claim their role as the top musical act of all space and time. And in what may have been moments, or maybe years, after the performance concluded, they broke up once again. Alison Taylor would later go into politics, where her often used moniker Switzerland, given to her by Charlotte, would go on to become synonymous with peace and neutrality. Charlotte Greenman continued being an eccentric musician who over the years collaborated with nearly every top act you could possibly think of. She beat numerous cancers countless of times and lived to the ripe old age of 150,000 cycles. James Lamb caught back up with the tribute group Oops All James and joined them as their new lead singer. The group later added James's driving assistant Jeeves to the band's roles, until Jeeves's bizarre disappearance several years later. Thorn went to start a record company with his partner MO5. They went bankrupt the following cycle. And lastly, the story of the Aldrins closes, but leaves one last puzzle in question in the form of their mysterious fourth bandmate. This enigmatic figure was only seen fleeing with the band from their own memorial concert and on a viral video of the band playing under the pseudonym The Wolf Dogs. Who was Starlet? And where did she go?